Hi guys. Yes, I'm a little bit late again, more than a little bit late this time around, as many of you have come to realize. I had taken a hiatus from the internet, meaning YouTube, Facebook, my email, all of it for, I don't know, what's it been, 6, 7 weeks? Something like that. I'm not going to go into a big, long, lengthy explanation about why I was gone, but I am going to say thank you so much to all of you who reached out to me, either via my Facebook, even though I wasn't on there, my regular email. I had people send me cards, snail mail, people who reached out to Ashton. There were so many of you girls from the CBVAU page who just, you guys are amazing. You are seriously some of the kindest, sweetest, most caring, giving, and loving people I have ever met. Not that I've actually met a good deal of you, but you know what I mean. You really touch me. It means a lot. And the wonderful Charlene, who, I'm not going to name last names because everybody on the CBVAU page knows who Charlene is, had sent me a box of scent shots shortly before I felt the need for this break. They were scents that didn't particularly work for her nose, and so she sent them to me to review. And I want to thank you so much, Charlene, for the scent shots, for the card, for everything. And so those will all be coming up at some point. There's a couple of them in here today, actually, and the remainder will be coming up in future reviews, because I hope to get back to doing this weekly as I was doing before. Knock wood, things seem to be back on track and running smoothly. So with that being said, I'm going to jump in and just start where I left off, so there's going to be like quite a few Christmas scents in this review, because it was the week before Christmas when I decided to take my little vacation. So I melted apple gingerbread spice. I really like this cold, and I thought I was going to love it in the warmer, but unfortunately it really was not a favorite. It's still nice. I give it 4 stars. It smells like a really buttery apple, cold, and so that's what I was hoping for when it went in the warmer. And there's a hint of spice, but once it was warmed up, more of that spice came out, and the apple kind of faded into the background. And there are just some spices that I'm finding don't particularly work for my nose, and I think nutmeg is one of them. I haven't really figured it out completely yet. If it's nutmeg or ginger or a combination of the two, I don't know. I think it's nutmeg. So anyway, that one was okay. It does, if you've tried the apple cinnamon oatmeal, apple gingerbread spice smells similar to that. But of the two, I prefer the oatmeal one. I melted Christmas Eve. This was unfortunately not a favorite either. And this is another one that's got that weird spice in there that I don't like. It's also got a hair on it that's tickling my nose, a dog hair. I think it is nutmeg. I'm not entirely sure. There's also eggnog and vanilla in there, and I did like the fact that it was a little bit more creamy, but again, the spices just don't work for my nose. And I am finding out too, I mentioned this quite a while ago. I quit smoking back in October, so it's been, what, 3, going on 4 months now since I've quit. My nose has really changed in that time period. I've always liked really sweet scents, as most of you know, or those of you who are familiar either with these reviews or familiar with me on the Addicts page. Sweet scents have always been favorites of mine, and they have become even more so lately. The sweeter they are, the more I like them. I also really still like a lot of the rich and buttery scents, but some of the spicier scents that used to be favorites And more especially the earthy scents are ones that just seem to have changed since I quit smoking. So, well, I'll just have to keep experimenting, which is one of the best parts of Candles by Victoria, is that experimentation and finding out what your nose likes and doesn't like, and looking forward to getting new scents. So I think what I'm going to do is some of the scents that I've tried in the past that didn't particularly work for me, I'm going to retry now that I seem to have a new nose. So I melted Christmas Pineberry Bow. This one I did rate a little bit higher than the previous two I mentioned. I give this one 4.5 stars. I do like the mulberry in here, although in combination with the pine, it almost smells medicinal to me, almost like a cough syrup, and like a generic cough syrup. I don't know why the pine would make the mulberry smell like that, but like I said, my nose has changed a lot. The mulberry that is in here is very sweet, so it's not a bad scent. It's just not one of my favorites. Ashton actually loves mulberry, so I'm going to go ahead and pass this on to her and see what she thinks of it. White Christmas, 4 stars on this one. Now this is a combination of pine and white florals. To me, I can smell the pine faintly cold. It does come out more once it goes in the warmer, and the floral that I'm able to smell smells just like white ginger. I don't know if it's white ginger, it just says white florals in the scent description, but it smells like white ginger to me. So this is nice. I'm sure this would be one that a lot of people would love. I'm just not. I'm from the Northwoods, so to us pine is supposed to smell like pine. You can smell pine in the summertime heavily, but I don't know, I'm not explaining this very well at all. I guess the best way for me to describe it is when you see those Christmas trees that are decorated with, like, everything is white, the lights are white, and there's ice crystals hanging on them, and big white silk poinsettias, and the whole tree is white. If that tree had a smell, this is what it would smell like. So I don't know, pine and florals just don't work together for me, not being from this area. Halle Berry, this one surprised me. Now this is one that Charlene had sent me. This is really nice. This is quite spicy, but it's sweet at the same time, and almost fruity. Now, I'm not sure exactly what's in here. I can smell orange. And I'm sorry I keep saying, I'm going to have to get back in the swing of doing these things. I think there might be some clove in here too. And normally orange and clove don't work together for my nose, but if there is clove in here, it's very, very mild. I do smell some sweet cinnamon. This was just one of those scents that when it went in the warmer, it became one of those really comforting, warm, relaxing scents that are wonderful for the cold months, which we've been having an excessive number of. It's very, very sunny here today, and normally when we have extremely sunny days like this in the winter, it also means we have extreme cold. And not unlike every part of the country, from what I'm hearing, our winter this year has been extremely unusual. I mean, we always get, a week, 2 weeks where we get 20 and 30 below temperatures. We have actually had, this is our 50th, yes, 50th consecutive day of below zero temperatures. So even for us, this is extremely unusual. I think the coldest day I personally have had so far, now I live like 10 miles north of town, so even that 10 miles can make a difference. So the coldest temp I personally have had here when factoring in the wind chill was 42 below. Today it's factoring in the wind chill, it's probably, I don't know, roughly 20 below, something like that. So when you walk on the snow, it sounds like you're walking on styrofoam. See, there I go again, giving you this big, long weather report that you guys could really care less about. Anyway, I melted Heavenly Type. This is a 5-star scent for me. I don't know if I said it or not, but I would rate Halle Berry's like 4 3/4, 5 stars. That was really good. Now, Heavenly Type is not a Christmas scent. It's a Victoria's Secret dupe, and it's supposed to be a fruity floral, I believe. To me, I don't get a lot of fruit, and I think it's the fruits that are in here are supposed to be mainly citrus. I don't smell fruits. I do smell a sweetness, and I do get the floral part of it, but it's a very soft, delicate, very feminine floral. Nothing overpowering about this one. Just really, really nice. Perfect for the bedroom or like even a little girl's room or a bathroom. This is lovely. I really like that. That's a 5-star scent for me. And another 5-star scent for me is Vanilla Bean Noel, which is a the Bath and Body dupe. I think it's it's Bath and Body. I wear the body spray all the time. My horse loves the smell of this stuff. Probably because it is so sweet, which is one of the reasons I like it. I have heard a few people say that they don't particularly care for this because in addition to the vanilla, they get almost a sour note. And I understand what they're saying when they mean that. They don't mean sour as in tart like a lemon. What they mean by sour, at least what I think they mean by sour, because I sort of get it, is almost like a cream cheese, like that type of sour, or a sour cream. That's the sour I get out of this. But not, to me, it is not offensive at all. I absolutely love this scent. I use it as a mixer in a lot of stuff. So definitely a 5-star scent for me. And I'm really looking forward to trying this in Melissa's lotions. I still have some from the other company in my medicine cabinet. I don't have any body spray though, so maybe it'll have to be body spray I get next. Anyway, that's it, you guys, for this week. Thank you as always for watching, and again, thank you so much for the friendship you showed while I was away. I'll see you next Monday.